not everybody takes a test the same way. And I don't mind repeating this because I feel like it's really important, but not everybody tests the same way. Because what happens is when you read that question, then you read the answers, I guarantee you don't forget what that question just asked you. Because you just seen it for the first time. Then you're going to go back and you're going to read that question again. And then you're going to start adding stuff to the question. It's not that.
I need to start glancing at the answers first.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm telling you, I can almost promise you, and I tell everybody to do this, read the answers first. Because when you read the answers first, then you read that question, then you're like, okay, well, I already know what the answers are. 2 of these don't have nothing to do with what this question is asking. So you can knock those out. You can knock those out immediately.
I can take the board and write down the 2 that make the sense, and then look at the question. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So if you read the answers first, after you read the question, instead of wasting time, you can immediately knock out 2 answers.
Yeah, Antonio said he'll write
read the question again. Now you only got 2 answers left.
He had no, like I said, you see here right now, A, B, C, D. I can look at the question answers, boom, boom. So I have like B and D. And then I read the question, and then I look on the whiteboard. Go like that. That's like he said.
There you go. But that's the easiest way to do it because it's almost like when you and your friends are talking and they like, hey bro, I got this job for you. This all you gotta do. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna make it easy for you. Then you go to this job and you already kind of know, all right, well, it's not gonna be hard for me because my homie done already told me I gotta do X, Y, Z. So instead of you going into a job not knowing nothing, your friend kind of already gave you the upper hand. It's the same thing with test questions. You read the answers first. So you never go into something not being aware of what you're going into. That's an easier way to think about that. Like you never start something unless you know. Like when your friends be like, hey, I want to go to this party. What's your first question? Who all gonna be there?
Who gonna be there? How many gonna be there?
So you get information, right? You get information before you go into something. So which is why you read your answers. Because if you read your answers, you can, and then you read that question for the first time. Now you already know, okay, based off the answers and reading this question, this is what they looking for.
Hey, bro, I bet them 7, 8, 9, I kind of wish they probably would have like that.
I'm telling you, I can almost promise y'all.
It wasn't even like.
That's a good way to go into it. Because then after you eliminate them answers, you go read that question again. I tell everybody, do not read that question more than 3 times. Because if you read the question more than 3 times, after that 4th time you start reading that question, you're going to start adding stuff, my bad. Like the question is literally going to be asking you, why is the patient, what do you think is going on with the patient? Because he's breathing 46 times per minute. It's going to have some shit in there. And then you're going to start adding some stuff about leprechauns. Leprechauns ain't got nothing to do with this question. Nothing. But the more you read the question, the more you're going to add to it. That's just what our mind does. Because then we're going to start overthinking about stuff. And once you start overthinking, it ain't no stopping that.